Anti-Bullfighting Summit Mexico. November 2024. In November 2024, La Red Internacional Antitauromaquia, composed of over 60 organizations from 12 countries, held the 16th Anti-Bullfighting Summit in Mexico City, a highly significant event for the abolition of bullfighting worldwide. On Thursday, November 7th, Senator Esmeralda Hernandez Silva, author of the No Mas Ole law, gave a presentation at the Congress of Mexico City where she discussed strategies and issues in Colombia regarding the abolition of bullfighting. Outside the Congress, several activists protested with various slogans condemning the illegality, influence peddling, and corruption surrounding bullfighting in Mexico. On Friday, November 8th, activist Estefania Pampin Zuidmeer, vice president of the organization CAS Internacional, and Senator Hernandez Silva gave an interview on the news program Foro Global with Gennaro Lozano, where they discussed the social discontent regarding bullfighting and the importance of not normalizing violence against animals to prevent it from escalating into other areas of society. Hernandez also addressed the issue of job retraining for individuals who directly depend on these practices, as well as the myths surrounding them. On Saturday, November 9th, the Anti-Bullfighting Summit began, with more than 40 activists from countries such as Colombia, Switzerland, Portugal, the United Kingdom, Spain, and Mexico participating. Each year, more organizations join with the common goal of putting an end to this cruel practice. Some of the new associations that attended were Todos Somos Animals, Colectivo Animalista de Ciudad Victoria, Catholic Concern for Animals, Bloque de Artistas y Intelectuals por la Abolición de la Tauromaquia, Asociación Veracruzana de Conciencia Ambiental, Animal Heroes, Movimiento Animalista de Puebla, Cultura sin Tortura, Michoacán sin Tauromaquia, Animals con Derechos y Todos por Amor a los Toros. Several of these associations are part of the recently formed Coalition Mexico Sin Toreo, created in response to the progress made in Colombia on this issue, and the growing desire within Mexican society to end violence and cruelty towards animals. After the introduction of the new members, the abolition of bullfighting in Colombia was celebrated with great excitement. This was a historic achievement, as no country where bullfighting had been practiced had made such a move in over 100 years. This represents not only a significant step forward for Colombians, but also a beacon of hope for the rest of the world to consider animals as sentient beings. At the summit, ideas and strategies were discussed that have been implemented in all the countries belonging to the Red Internacional Antitauromaquia, as well as new processes to address the social, economic, and political issues faced by each country. The summit also addressed the significant harm that bullfighting causes to society, particularly to younger generations. There is a clear need to protect minors from violence. The United Nations, in this regard, has a very clear stance on how violence impacts the overall development of children. As a result, many countries have made progress in this area. The closing of the summit featured the participation of members of the Colombian Congress, who shared their experiences in developing the No Mas Ole law and the challenges they face after its approval. Recognitions were also presented in gratitude for the hard work of our Colombian colleagues. It is crucial that these efforts are spread widely, and several media outlets have joined this task as strategic allies. Notably, interviews were conducted by Marco Antonio Regil from Radio Formula, Nacho Lozano from Radio Chilango, and Enrique Hernandez Alcazar from W Radio. The 16th Anti-Bullfighting Summit marks a decisive step toward the abolition of bullfighting. This change is possible thanks to the joint efforts of activists, legislators, and society. Let's continue working for a world without cruelty.